Are we on? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Today, we're going to talk about being bold. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to talk about all of that as it relates to unique value proposition, because without a unique value proposition, there's no way to really stand out. You know, it becomes white noise to people when they hear the same things from the same agents that are coming in, both on their marketing efforts as well as what they're saying in their listing presentation. You know, I give great service and value, yada, 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 right? And most listing presentations and most marketing campaigns are the same thing, right? How do you guys like my pink cup this morning? So I want to mention Chad Madlam yesterday Chad Madlam, I mentioned him yesterday. He's a good friend of mine in Denver. And I just sent him a text. I said, you know what, buddy, what I love about you is that you're bold. You know, he put a video out there saying, okay, that he is looking for agents and he is guaranteeing a minimum of $95,000 of income. A minimum. What's up, Ron? What's up, Neil? What's up, Dennis? And let me just go to, let me see if I can find Chad. It's pretty bold to say, all right, we're looking for some agents. And the only criteria you had is I think you had to sell 10 houses in the last 2 years, right? That was his minimum criteria. And, you know, here he is.
Hello, Facebook friends, my real estate Facebook friends, Chad Madlam here. Boy, first of all, Facebook Lives kind of stress me out. I know if I make...
Let me see if I can get to the point.
Sorry, somebody called in right there. See, that's Facebook Live. I'm offering a guaranteed income of $95,000 a year to all the agents on my team. And I watched the industry change. I'm watching the market shift right now as we speak. And it's just, we're in an industry where it's hard. It's hard for everybody. And
so, you know, well, that's a bold statement. But the interesting thing about Chad is that his marketing is bold. I mean, the guy is a killer marketer. That's all he does is marketing, right? He doesn't sell houses anymore, even though Chad sold 5,000 houses before, you know, he ever scaled his business to the point. But now he's a marketer. He's no longer a real estate agent that's grinding it out. And that's my wish and goal for everybody on this call. So if you so choose to get to the point where you're able to scale your business. So when I said, Chad, you're bold. Bold works. I mean, from a marketing perspective, I mean, you got to grab somebody's attention. And Russell Brunson talks about it in the book, .com Secrets, where, you know, he calls it the inquiring mind's headline, right? You know, we're going about our shopping, we're thinking of a million things. All of a sudden we see this really, you know, outrageous statement and our eyes are drawn to that, right? That gets you out of the white noise. So as you're thinking about marketing, as you're thinking about testing different marketing channels for your business, you got to think about being bold. You know, number one question, when we talk about UVPs, you really need to decide on what your UVP or UVPs are going to be. And that's what's going to be used on your Facebook and Instagram, in your listing presentation, on your marketing materials, right? Home of the 39-day guarantee, etc. Right? Now, you know, Chad just went through that, you know, on radio, home of the 39-day guarantee, and he crushed it, right? But as the market levels often changes, he's going to have to change his marketing message, right? As he's seeing a little bit softer, if you will, you know, of a market. And the surge is not there. The spin around, the turnaround, the bidding on houses isn't happening as much in Denver. So he's going to be careful with his marketing, right? He has to monitor that what he says and what he does and make sure he doesn't get burned, right? So it worked very well. So it's always a spin, if you will, but it's not like something that you're going to say you're not going to do, but it's a perception of you being dramatically different and actually having a downside out there that provides a level of comfort to the customer. So the very first UVP, right, and why we're talking about this is because, you know, if you want to market to strangers and really grow and become a great marketer and get leads outside of your personal centers of influence, you've got to pound your unique value propositions. Selling yourself is one, right? What are some of the accolades, awards, certifications, number of houses you sold, right? That's got to be clearly articulated. The certified pre-owned is another UVP, right? Where it comes with a 1-year home warranty, pre-listing inspection has all been done. This house is we'll get this thing certified pre-owned, that stamp on it, right? And what that means, it's just a differential. The Smart Seller program, I'll share with you. I told my wife this a couple weeks ago. She said, well, yeah, I went to a FSBO meeting and she said a realtor came in and said that she would sell the house for 1%. And I said, well, two options there. Either that person is starving to death, right? Or wants to use that home as a marketing piece to get a couple more buyers. Or she's using a smart seller approach. He said, what's that? I said, well, as long as she qualified and asked the question, are you moving somewhere else? And have you chose a realtor for that? You can say, well, why don't we do this? Why don't I come in? I'll sell the house. You don't have to show it. You don't have to do anything. Let me do my thing. I'll put it in the MLS. I'll execute my marketing plan. And I'll sell this house, which will get more buyers and more offers. It'll maximize the price. Go through all the statistics. Realtor sold houses sell for 11% more. 91% of FSBOs convert to a real estate sold choosing an agent, et cetera, so on and so forth. And then I will earn it predetermined that I'm going to be your buyer's agent on your next buy, right? So, or 2%, or however you want to negotiate it, right? So what that does is it allows you to take that for sale by owner and have that for sale by owner say, well, that makes a lot of sense, right? I don't have to do anything, and what the heck's 1%? I mean, you go through a full listing presentation, you'll have to know they'd be a fool not to do that. A fool. And then now you got that listing, which is a marketing magnet for you. Pick up a couple buyers. You're getting commission on the buy side, so it's all semantics. Did you actually, maneuver numbers around and lower your commission? Yeah. But you say my commission's 1%, but we have to make sure that the buyer's agent's taken care of, right? So then you introduce that at the end and let them know at the end of the day, it's still 4%, because you want to, instead of 33% of homes sell from agents that are bringing buyers here. So how many agents do we want to employ locally? Because the average agent sells less than 5 houses. And if we're not giving them 3% incentive to bring people in here, they're not going to bring people here. Does that make sense? Right? So, again, it's semantics, but those things get you to get people to say, yes, show me what you mean, show me what you do, and then it's game over if your listing presentation is locked. The coming soon, the testing the waters, one of the things we do is a really extensive pre-launch. We'll test it. We'll just kind of we'll do all this build up, all the search, all the rush, just to see what kind of bites we're getting early on, what kind of attention, comments, feedback we're getting early on. To test the saleability of this thing before we put it actually on the market. That is something that is a unique value proposition. The 1-day listing contract, which typically works well for expireds, where the contract renews and expires, every day. So that's always a good one to let them know, hey, you know what, you're not bound for the next, several months with me. Let me execute my marketing plan. And this is kind of tied into the performance guarantee where, you want to get out of this thing, you can at any time. Just let me do my thing. Here's my marketing plan. Here's the steps, and we'll execute this, but at no risk or cost to you. So again, it's a great way to convert that expired lead or somebody who's really tentative into somebody that says, well, I guess I got nothing to lose, right? It also makes you do your job, and it makes you a better marketer because you want to sell that house. You want to make them happy. You want a referring client for life. You want a great story. But you have to make sure that obviously the house is priced right. Is there something you're doing in your marketing plan that is a unique value proposition? I talked to you guys about the company Box Brownie, which is a great company that provides video or photo editing software where you send for $1.50, $1.75, you send them a photo and they beautify greener grass, cotton candy sky, dusk setting for the house, all the things that are high performance imaging, which is important and relevant to a mobile, social, and digital world. Do you do the hey, we're going to geo farm and target and call 1,000 people in this within a 5-mile radius of the home to bring them to the open house and let them know this house is for sale, right? And then we can get those geo targeted leads, pop it into a directed voicemail, and boom, leave a voicemail for everybody with instructions to call you back if they're interested, want to attend the open house, etc. So those are ways of positioning unique value propositions that have a high perceived value, but this doesn't really cost you a lot of money, right? So is there something in your marketing plan that you do above and beyond? I'd be anxious to ask you guys. If you could write down, and while we're on this call, is there something is there a unique value proposition that you've been using that's been working for you? I just want to see what you have to say. If not, no big deal, just let me know. So that is a best practice, guys, that now once you decide what you're going to do, typically you're going to go to market with your marketing with just one or two of those. So I will sell your house or I will buy it is one. Obviously there's stipulations where you'll buy it at wholesale. No contract, you can get out of this contract at any time, 39-day performance guarantee, right? There's actually agents out there that will say, if I can't sell your home in 39 days, I'll give you $5,000. I don't think you have to do that, right? Because if you have all these other value propositions, the goal is just get in front of that and do your thing so that when you are in front of them, you do a very good job in your listing presentation. Which, we covered listing presentation a couple of weeks ago. If you guys want, it's something I can cover either tomorrow or early part of next week. If you want me to go through a listing presentation again, or if you have questions on a listing presentation, let me know. We can cover that. In fact, what I'd like you to do is jot down one particular area you would like me to cover next week as I prepare for the kind of the topics for next week, whether it's phoning, prospecting, whether it's marketing, listing presentation, time management, mindset, attitudes, behaviors, routines, okay, whatever it may be. But yesterday I told you the key to turning things around and making a big jump in your income starts with exercise. I'm not kidding when I tell you that. When I tell you the key to turning things around is being mindful of what you put in your mouth. When I tell you that if you want to go to point B and you're at point A and it's really bothering you, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired all the time, no booze, no partying, just get really focused, get in shape, watch what you put in your mouth, exercise, and watch what happens to your body's energy level. It will release the chemicals and the hormones that we need to put us in that peak state of mind and open up for the law of attraction to begin to work for us. So it's really critical, that you do add that routine. And I will tell you, it takes concentration at night, because if you wake up and you're doing the same routine, like I find myself every maybe 3 to 4 months getting lax, because I do travel and I do get tired, I do get lax in my morning routine. I have to remind myself the night before, listen, you're going to be exhausted when you get up in the morning. You're not going to feel like doing anything, but get your shit ready, get your gym stuff ready, get what you're going to wear to work ready tonight, so that in the morning you put your shorts and t-shirt on and you go. And I tell myself before I go to bed, just get to the gym. If you don't think you can even push a weight up, not a problem. Go to the gym in the mindset of, even if I don't do a thing, I just go to the gym. That I did my job. Obviously, when you get to the gym, between the drive there, you actually find that your energy level comes up. And then if you just start walking, you're like, okay, I start feeling better. And then within 15 minutes, you're at maximum speed, 8, 9, or 10. and you're golden. And then when you leave there saying, oh my God, thank God I came here today, right? Thank God I came here today. Why am I talking about this on a real estate, production, productivity improvement training? Because few people are giving merit to that. You're not giving enough merit to your health and your results, right? So my big message to you guys today is to sit down, and you can go on the internet, you can take a look at the different value propositions. But I can tell you, I hear it all the time. My friend Cody Daniel out of Texas, he's one of the best loan originators in Austin. Amazing guy, amazing success story. He told me that the best real estate agent in Austin, all over the billboards, if I can't sell your house, I'll buy it, right? Now, was he the inventor of that unique value proposition? No, but he's the one that had the balls to put it on a billboard and put it all over his marketing and have the words locked in to articulate how it actually works, because he knows that is going to get him in front of a lot of people. Now you got to be really skilled, and you got to articulate that, because once you actually get there, okay, and Jeff Schofield does it locally here, right? It is let them know, like, yes, we do have this program. Here's how it works. And you educate them. But if your value proposition's good and you're selling you, and they'll opt to not do that because they don't want, most people, unless they're going through death, divorce, disaster, disease, right, will not sell you their home for 70% on the dollar, right? Unless they're in that situation. So they'll opt not to do that program. But now you're there for an hour. They love you. And you're reassuring them that you're the guy or gal to sell their house. It's a door opener, right? I'll sell your house in 39 days, or I'll work for free, right? Study your market, know your numbers, know what the average turn time is in that neighborhood where you're going to promote that, okay? And now you can go to Facebook and do an ad in that area, right? And let people know that. Nicole said, I would love more on mindset, please. Those are awesome. And given my druthers, 80% of what I do every day would be on mindset, because I find that once you understand the skills, once you understand build, report, qualify, present, close, handle objections, once you have the scripts for past clients, people, scripts for buyer leads and seller leads, whether it's home valuation or property search function, that what you're going to say, the objection handling around those things. Once you have that stuff, the scripting down, right? Scripts for phoning and script for selling. What is left? What's left is making sure you are really in tune with your CRM, deciding on your marketing plan, right? And the rest of it's mindset. The rest of it's attitudinal, right? It's making the decision. I'm going to be different today. I know I have all these challenges. I know it seems insurmountable. I know it looks like I got an elephant to bite, but it's consistency over time. Today I'm going to be a rock star. I can't tell you, my problems won't go away tomorrow, but today I'm going to be a rock star. My mindset's going to be right. My belt buckle's going to be in the right decision, and I'm going to kick some ass today, even though my problems may not go away tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes up, you exercise, you say the same thing. My problems don't go away right away, but today I'm going to kick ass. Today I'm going to get my mindset in the right area. Today I'm going to do the right things. And part of that is unleashing and letting go of some of the things you may have done in your past. You've got to just set it aside, forgive yourself, and move on. You can't let things gimp you up, right? So that's my main message for today, guys. It's 9:20. I'm going to jump. Tomorrow it will be Friday. We've got unbelievable things in store for you. We've got things in print and production that we're going to be sending to you. Literally all the scripts and dialogues and the listing, the Ultimate Listing Machine course is being finished up right now. And I'm so excited. I'm also really excited to go on tour. I'm speaking in Denver on November 14th. I'm speaking with Clayton Getz and Richmond and his team with a host of other speakers on the 7th. And then I'll be going to Tampa, Orlando, and some other markets in December. Then come January, it's 2 a week. So I'd love to come to your market. If you'd like me to come to your market, let me know. We'll see when it's on the map, and we'll let you know when we're scheduled to come. And the event is called Crush It. And we're breaking it all down systematically, and we're actually giving some really cool giveaways just for coming. So I'm really excited. I'm going to have an opportunity to meet every single one of you. Just let me know what market you're in, and we'll send you guys an email letting you know when we're coming. So guys, if there's one thing I can recommend or suggest to you today is, you know what, you got a lot of things to do today. Maybe you got, my daughter has senior night, right? At Aquinas, a soccer team, right? And I've got to go to a game, and I've got to lift weights today because I didn't lift this morning because I was preparing. And but one thing I'm going to do is spend time on the phones. Now, I've only got about 45 minutes I can do that. I'm going to spend time on the phones. I'm going to spend time writing and finishing up content, and I'm going to spend time on the things I need to prepare for the Crush It events, critical things. But if there's one thing I'd recommend is barricade yourself, no distractions, don't wake up and check email, focus on picking up the phone and talking to strangers. If you really want to make money, pick up the phone, call FSBOs, call expireds, call people who've already raised their hands, call at least 3 past clients today and let them know that you need help. You set a goal, you're getting close to it, but if you find that anybody you know is looking to buy or sell a house, can you let me know? Great. Send them a quick note, Dunkin' Donuts, send them a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, $5, couple business cards, follow up with them every 30 days after that, and watch what happens to your business. It's not rocket science, right? The biggest thing we got to get away from is letting this thing block our success. That 4-pound computer comes up with amazing excuses, rationalizes and justifies a lot of things. So just do the work, talk to people. Right? Don't say yes to all the things that make you feel comfortable, right? Do the things that make you feel uncomfortable, and the money will come. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining me today. As always, if you could just give me a thumbs up, a heart, a comment, would love your feedback. Thanks for coming on today, guys. Take care.